Now we will start new topic, human eye and the colorful world. The human eye is the most significant sense organ which enable us to see the beautiful, colorful world around us. This is similar to the camera. Like in the camera we are having the film, here we are having the retina. Camera we have the diaphragm, here we are having the iris. Camera we are having the aperture, here we are having the pupil. Camera is having lens, here also lens. Camera is having the black paint and here choroid is a black color. Now we will see one by one some parts of the eye. So in the structure of eye, first thing we have to discuss, that is retina. Retina is basically light sensitive screen inside the eye on which image is formed. It contains rods and cone. In the animation you can see it, this is the convex lens. It is forming real inverted image on the retina. This is the retina and you are getting the image at this point. Retina contains rods and cones. Cones are responsible for color and rods are responsible for light. So rods are sensitive to dim light and cones are sensitive to bright light. The eye lens form an inverted real image of the object on the retina. As we have seen, it has the convex lens. So it forms the image on the retina. This A reaches here, this B point reaches here. The retina is a delicate membrane having enormous number of light sensitive cells. The light sensitive cells get activated upon illumination and generate electrical signal. These signals are sent to the brain via the optic nerve. The brain interprets these signals and finally processes the information so that we perceive objects as they are. The front bulging part of the eye is known as the cornea. This bulging part is visible to all of you. This is known as the cornea. Cornea refract the light, protect the light from the minute injury, don't allow foreign particles inside the eye. So we will say light enters in the eye through this thin membrane and this membrane is called cornea. Most of the refraction for the light entering the eye occur at the outer surface of the cornea. So this front bulging part through which the light enters, it is known as the cornea. This front bulging part is visible to all of you. Eyeball. Eyeball is basically spherical in shape with a diameter of about 2.3 centimeter. So this is the design of the eyeball. It is spherical and diameter is approximately 2.3 centimeter. Eye lens. We have the convex lens made of the transparent and flexible jelly-like material. The lens function is to bend and focus the light to help us to see the image clearly. This is the convex lens. So ray converges on the retina and we get the image on the retina. This is the main function of the convex lens of the eye. And it is flexible and it can change the shape, so it can help us to see the object at varying distances. Cataract. Sometimes the crystalline lens of the people at old age becomes milky and cloudy. It is visible in the diagram also. This condition is called cataract. This causes partial or complete loss of vision. It is possible to restore vision through a cataract surgery or operation. Ciliary muscles. Basically, ciliary muscles hold the eye lens and these muscles help us to change the focal length of the eye lens. Basically, ciliary muscle just change the thickness of the eye lens. When eye lens is thick, we can see close object clearly. And when eye lens is thin, we can see far of the object is clearly. So automatically our eye lens size changes with the help of the ciliary muscles. So ciliary muscles provided power of accommodation of the eye also. You can see in the animation, lens size is decreasing. Sometimes it is thin, sometimes it is thick. When it is thick, focal length is less. When it is thin, focal length is large. Iris and pupil. Iris control the amount of light entering the eye by changing the size of the pupil. This is the black color point. This is known as the pupil. And surrounding the black color, other color part, that is known as the iris. So iris also gives the color to the eye and it controls the amount of light entering the eye by changing the size of the pupil. Pupil is a hole in the middle of the iris through which light enters the eye. It appears black because light falling on it goes into the eye and does not come back. Just you can think it, black color absorb all the radiation which fall on it. So pupil main work is to regulate and control the amount of light entering the eye. Pupil of an eye act like a variable aperture. Of course, when we are standing in the bright light area, then iris will contract the pupil to allow less light to enter in our eye. And when we are in the dim light, the iris expands the pupil to allow more light to enter into the eye. So we can say pupil open completely through the relaxation of the iris. If you are out of the cinema hall, just enter into the hall, you take some time to see the things clearly. The reason is that people take some time to open when you enter into the dark room, because when you are in the sun area, people will close so that less amount of the light will enter into the eye. You can see the animation also. You can see this animation, how this black color is changing. This black color is basically pupil, and this size is controlled by the iris. So with the help of the iris, we can change the size of the pupil. When you are in dark area, pupil will open wide. Similarly, when we are in the sun area, pupil will contract. Power of accommodation. It is the ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length. As we have discussed, whenever ciliary muscles are relaxed, in this situation the lens is thin, and when the lens is thin, focal length is large, and we can see the distant object clearly. But when we observe objects which are closer to the eye, then ciliary muscles will contract and eye lens will become thick, and when eye lens become thick, focal length will decrease. So we can say, with the help of the ciliary muscles, the size is changing, and size is changing, we are able to see nearby object or far off object clearly. This is known as the power of accommodation. You can see in the animation, this is a thin lens, you can see the far off object clearly, but when it is a thick lens, you can focus on the short distance object. Near point of the eye, which is known as the least distance of distinct vision also. It is the minimum distance at which the object can be seen most distinctly without strain, and it is called the least distance of distinct vision, and it is also called the near point of the eye. For a young adult with normal vision, the near point is about 25 cm. So in all the numerical, we have to consider the least distance of distinct vision is 25 cm. Far point of the eye, the farthest point up to which the eye can see object clearly, is called the far point of the eye, and it is infinity for a normal eye. Aqueous humor and vitreous humor. Aqueous humor is basically liquid between the cornea and lens, and vitreous humor is the liquid between lens and retina. So aqueous humor provides a transparent and colorless medium between the cornea and lens. It nourishes the eye. Vitreous humor is a clear colorless fluid that fills the space between the lens and retina of our eye. 99% of it consists of water, and the rest is a mixture of collagen, proteins, salts and sugars. So we have discussed the structure of the eye. Cornea we should know, it is a white and transparent. It reflects the light, protects from accident, doesn't allow foreign particle inside. Iris determines the color of the eye, controls the amount of light entering through the pupil. Pupil we have discussed. Our lens is the convex lens. It is made up of proteins. Optic nerve transfers message or sensation to the brain. Retina has the two nerve cells, rods and cones. Rods are responsible for light, cones are responsible for color.